I am incredibly excited today, right now, because I have finally come to terms with the fact that I am a terrible liar. I lie terribly, and it really amuses me when I lie so badly that I know I'm lying, and I'm telling myself, why are you even lying this way? It'd be so much easier just to say the truth. But I'm already in that terrible lie mode, and I just gotta, tank myself through, brush through that wall. And then what was even better is when people are like, "What? Are you serious?" No, I'm not serious. I'm lying terribly. The problem is that most of the people who I lie to are between the ages of 5 and 11. so their idea of a role model with me doesn't pan over too well after they find out that I'm a terrible liar. And I've gotten this reputation at work as a terrible liar. And so when I tell kids stuff, even when it's the truth, they're like, "You're a liar." I'm like, "Maybe, but you don't really know." And then they're like, "Oh." And so the younger kids, they call me a joker. They're like, "You're just joking." And that makes me feel a lot better, because I'm not quite lying to them so much as I'm just joking around with them. And so my favorite one recently was this kindergartner, and she just got glasses, which is a terrible thing for anyone to have to get, apparently, because when she gets her glasses and when she puts them on, she's just really, really sad. And she has brown hair and blue eyes and a beret. She smiles all the time, draws really well. I go up to her and I'm like, "Why are you so sad? You draw so well. Look at this incredible picture." I would put this on my wall right now if I was by my wall. And I am not lying about that. And she looks at me, she's like, "Well, I got these new glasses, and I think they're ugly. And I think they make me look ugly." And I look at her and I tell her, "Listen, it's not the glasses that are ugly, it's you." And she gives me an angry face, like she just ate a prune, like a really sour prune. And I'm like, "It's okay, come here." So I hold my hands out, and I do these things with the kids where I give them windmills, which is basically, I yank them by their hands and I spin them around until I feel like letting go. It's safer than that. And the other one is, we call it riding the bull, where basically they sit on my shoulders, which actually I could never do as a kid with my father, but they sit on my shoulders and I hold their hands, and then I jump around and twist, and then eventually I'll run underneath the monkey bars just high enough for them to catch on, but low enough that I can get under there, and just kind of hang them there on the monkey bars like that. They always put the angry face again, I'm like, "See ya." And then it's like on to the next kid. And this is a terribly dangerous thing to do because you could really hurt kids, which is a really good thing that kids are made out of rubber. Alright, I have 2 examples of why kids are made out of rubber. And the one was, I was giving a kid an underdog. And I was getting really into underdogs. Like, "I'm really going to push you guys really high, you're going to be flying." And then I pushed the kid, and he really was flying, because he went up there, and he was parallel to the ground, and all of a sudden, like he just lost his grip. I don't even know what happened, but all of a sudden, the swing was above him, like a long way, and it was slow motion. And it was one of those catching slow motions that you can't do a thing about. It's like a dream. And I'm just watching this kid, and I'm like, "Whoa." Grabs the head, starts wailing. All the kids are surrounded, like, "Oh, you!" Mr. Angry face. "Oh, I'm sorry, kids." Didn't mean to. All the kids are like, "Whoops, we can't do underdogs anymore." I'm like, "I agree. Let's not do those anymore. Whoever made underdogs is a terrible person, and I blame him directly for this. Good thing he made out of rubber." And in 5 minutes, sure enough, kids running around. And the second example is today. All right, there's one those beams with the handle, and you grab the handle and you swing yourself across. incredible, amazing, but none of the kids can reach them because it's like 2 feet above all of them. I don't know if kids are just growing down now, but none of the kids can reach them. So I'll lift the kids up, like, vroom, lift the kid up, put them on there. Some of the kids are really funny, like they'll just scramble around my head. I'm like, no, 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 grab that. So they grab the handle, and then I take them, and I push them as hard as I can. And I push them, and I love hearing that ding, and then see the little body go whoop. And then I'll right there like, oh wow, that's amazing. And I'll catch them, because they're all afraid to fall down more than like one step. So I'll catch them and I'll kind of like help them on the way down. And then the last one I did today was a kindergartner again. And he's a real cute kid who was wearing gloves today. Spider-Man gloves, by the way. Which aren't as sticky as you might think they would be. By the way. So I bring him up, grabs on, throw him. And what happens is he hits, swings one way, but then he lets go. Not on purpose, I imagine, because the next thing that hit the ground was his hand to head to side, to roll, to wailing. And oh man, he's like slow motion again, like he's like this, and it's like, and he just crumples on the ground. Like there wasn't even a bounce. It was a little cold today. So I pick him up, I take him over to the bench, boom. I'm like, okay, what hurts? What hurts? Is it your neck? I was so worried that he had some like neck injury. Luckily, he's made out of rubber. And his neck was okay. But he's like, my side really hurts. So I was like, okay, well my test for kids when their sides hurt, because there's a lot of really strict rules about what we can and can't do to help kids. We can't pull like thistles or needles out. We can't do anything that involves like any kind of blood touching. So we can basically, all we can do is give him Band-Aids and ice packs. So my test for him was, all right, when you feel like you're okay to play, I need you to run over there and touch this thing and come back to me. So he starts like, go do it. And he's cool, go and do it. And he starts running over and he runs over there and he runs back and he's not good. He's not okay. So what I do, this is my other favorite thing to do, is I say, okay, well, good thing that I've gone to medical school and I'm a doctor. Okay, so I need you to look away, and I'm gonna have to commit surgery upon you. And I use these words because I don't know the exact words I use. And I'm gonna saw out that part of you that hurts, do that part of you that hurts, and we're gonna put a robot one in there instead. All right? All right, you understand? I just need you to sign this form right here, waiving all of my responsibilities in this endeavor, and. Whether they sign it or not, I mean, he's going to go through it. It's life or death at this moment. So make them look the other way, and the kids usually surround me at this time. I'm like, all right, turn right, and like I always have to put one hand on their head, or one hand like blocking it, so that they can just hear the sounds. And hearing sounds is such a great psychological effect on anyone, because almost always they end up laughing because I just sound retarded. Not like being retarded is a bad thing. It's just it doesn't sound anything like a machine. I'm like and all I do is kind of like movements, you know, it's like that. And then also like they'll start smiling, they'll laugh, they'll forget their hurt, which is the same thing as not being hurt, and play again. The end.